Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video here at John Zoo. My hair's a little bit of a mess, but whatever. Hope you're having a great day. I know I am. So it's spring now, springtime, and what that means is basically a bunch of little baby critters are going to be popping out from everywhere. And today I figured I'd do a video on one little critter, which I think is pretty interesting. American toads. So, Sarah, drop it. I've got these two ponds behind me back here, and the big pond back there isn't finished yet, but little frogs and toads have still been laying tadpoles in there. So today I'm gonna show you this little guy here. This is a male American toad, and I posted a short about these guys. It was at night and I was in my backyard herping. I posted it, and I think somebody commented, how can you tell the difference between a male and a female? And well, to somebody who doesn't know, it might be a little bit difficult, but once I point out the differences, hopefully it'll make it a lot easier. So you can tell this is a male because he's smaller. You know, males only get to about 2 inches in length, and they aren't really that girthy. As you can see here, hopefully, he's about a couple inches in length, and he doesn't have a bunch of girth on him. Females get 3 to 4 inches in length, and they get huge. I mean, the girth. Come here, little guy. Come here. The girth is just unbelievable. But once they give birth, all of that girth goes away, so it looks like they're just deflated. They're skinny, haven't eaten in a while, but that's because they're filled up with all those eggs. And after they laid those eggs, there's nothing to make them look full. But they can fill themselves up with air. They inflate themselves to look bigger to predators. I don't know if this guy's going to do it, or if he is doing it, but they can do that, and it makes them look bigger. And these guys look a lot similar to Fowler's toads and cane toads. I think they're all in the same family of toads. Bufo toads or something like that. I think they're all in that family, that category of toads. But actually, let me look at you. I think I'm not sure about this guy. He might. Nah, this is an American toad. So, males typically are a lot darker than females, and they're a lot greener in color. Females will get a kind of a coppery color, coppery brown color, sometimes like a dark reddish brownish color, but their bellies will always be white. Yep, this is a male. Can you hear him chirping? He doesn't like it being held like that, that's why he's chirping. And males, most... Come back here. Males, like most frogs and toads, what they can do is they chirp and they croak. And when they're mating, it is extremely loud. It's so loud I can hear it inside the house. And this is all the way in the back my backyard. I don't have the biggest backyard, but it's a decent sized backyard. And to hear these guys all the way in the house, through the doors and the walls and the windows and stuff, just croaking away, I think that's pretty cool. But males, typically a lot darker, a lot smaller, more greenish than females. Obviously they chirp, but I was looking around seeing if I could find a female. I guess all the females left already, but these guys are still hanging around here and there. So I'm gonna put them back in here, and I found a couple little babies that I wanted to show you guys. One of the babies is, well, got away. It was a lot darker, similar to the male that I just showed you. This is a baby American toad, guys. Now, when they're babies, it's impossible to tell whether it's a male or a female. They all have a similar build. It's impossible to distinguish them between Fowler's toads, cane toads, and all that. But I mainly have American toads in my yard, which makes me almost like 99% sure this is an American baby toad. Baby American toad. But you can see he's very light in color. Let me pick you up, little guy. He's very light in coloration. And that just depends on where they're living at the moment. Back there with the pond, there's, like around the ponds, there's a lot of sand and stuff. Kind of just sand, and it's a mix of sand and dirt. And then where I found this guy, it was mainly just sand. So they can change their colors and their patterns depending on where they're at, where they're living at the moment. It might take a couple of days, but they will change their color and pattern. Usually it's quite swift though, like anoles and other color changing animals. But you can see on his little limbs, hopefully you can see he's got little bands. So I guess we'll name this little guy Bandit, huh? Bandit, the baby American toad. He's awesome. We like Bandit. So let me get the male again, just to kind of show you guys how you can tell the difference between American and Fowler's toads. American toads, I've pretty much handled American toads all my life. Almost never seen a Fowler's toad. I mean, there might have been once or twice, but I've never really I don't know where I was going with that sentence. My brain went blank. But here, let me. Nah, I know you don't like it. Just let me. So, right here, you see these two little bumps right there? Those are called their parotoid glands. What those do is those secrete a toxin from those glands in the skin, and it can irritate the mouth of any attacker, and in very, very rare but severe cases, it could lead to poisoning and death. But I've never heard of anything like that happening to people, mainly because we don't munch down on these guys like your domesticated cats or dogs or raccoons or anything like that. Almost anything will eat this guy. Birds, dogs, cats, raccoons, possums, anything that can fit it in its mouth, probably gonna try to munch down on it. But so you have, let me show the people. and then I'll put you down, I promise. So we got parotoid glands, and from the parotoid glands, you've got this little crest, and there's two of them right there in between the eyes, and they kind of branch over like this and go down into the parotoid gland. This guy, I'm struggling to see that little bridge that goes over and down into the parotoid gland. That's normally a key indicator that it's an American toad and not a Fowler's toad, is it's got that little crest and then the bridge, and then it goes down to the parotoid gland. Fowler's toads, it's got that crest, and then it doesn't really have that bridge. The bridge just kind of cuts off and then kind of picks up a little bit and then goes to the parotoid gland. But so this might be a Fowler's toad. I'm not completely certain, because now that I look at it, I'm getting a little bit confused. But and then American toads they always have 3 warts in. Okay, so let me try to show you guys this. So you might not be able to see it on camera. Chillax. Chill out, little dude. But he's got surprisingly strong for a little toad. They've got warts on their back. So, I mean, obviously it's a toad, but they've got little spots, little stripes and spots on their back and all over their body, really. And that's their pattern. But American toads will always have 3 or more warts in these little spots and stripes. This guy, let me look. 3. This, almost certain. Come here. Yeah, so despite me being confused quite a bit, this is an American toad. He's got all the 3 little warts, and he's got a little bridge going off from the crest and into the parotoid gland. I might make a post with a close-up photo pointing out what I'm talking about by the crest and the bridge going into the parotoid gland. But so this little guy, if you got any name suggestions for this little guy, go ahead and put it down in the comments. I'm gonna end this video because it seems like it's been going on. It's just me. Basically, it's me rambling on about these little guys. But also, a fun fact about toads that you probably didn't know. And while toads are a type of frog, frogs aren't toads. So, like, all toads are frogs, but not all frogs are toads, if that makes sense. But toads can walk, whereas frogs jump, and they just move around to readjust themselves, and then they jump again. These guys walk. These guys have been walking on my hand the entire time of this video. So you can kind of just see them walking around. And while they can jump, they prefer to walk. So I'm gonna put this little guy and this little guy back by the pond. So that's been it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video with these little guys. And as always, I'll see you in the next adventure. Alright, see you later, guys.